Dope, 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 let's get it. I'm a trapping fanatic, that shit automatic, so I cannot turn it on or off. Bitches all on my dick, then she hop on my dick, I'm like, why you keep hopping on and off? Yo, bitch all on my dick, she be doing the most. I tell her, little bitch, she so extra. And my gun up on me, but not run up on me. Niggas, they wanna fight, they some wrestlers.
Naruto then looks at this strange creature with confusion at what he was saying. This was something that not even Libe told him. Make sure you pay attention, Naruto Uzumaki, because you are about to be given a great deal of information. Follow me. Naruto places his feet to the ground, only to then fall to his knees, clutching his chest for some strange reason. What the hell? So, you've realized it now. Your connection to that devil within your body has been damaged. Your body may be healed, but he is still damaged. In your last battle, you two were no longer separated. In fact, you became one being. After that form finished the process, was trying to finish the process of being split back into two, you two were struck and damaged. Here, take my hand. Naruto hesitates for a moment while looking at his hand. How do I heal him? You have to trust me in order for that to happen. Naruto takes his hand being pulled up. I'm only doing this to save the earth and those I care about. Either way, we have the same goal. The man takes Naruto throughout the strange white castle where he sees more people. This is where the two would reach a room where they see strange orbs floating around. Hey, you can refer to me as Toneri. Alright then. Toneri, where are we? Instead of explaining the history of our complicated race of demons and angels, I'll just show you myself. This room helps to connect our memories and allow us to share experiences. They go into the center of the room and sit down with their eyes closed. Brace yourself, Naruto, as this will be one of the first steps in your training, understanding the truth. As Naruto clears his mind, he opens his eyes in a brand new world, seeing many human-like beings live in harmony. Naruto walks around and begins to explore for himself. This leads him to a room where he sees many powerful figures sitting there having a meeting. As the meeting begins, Naruto goes on to see a younger Toneri sitting as sort of an intern. As Naruto was watching the meeting, someone placed a hand on his shoulder. It was Toneri, of course. This was the day that everything changed, Naruto. Do you see that man that I'm sitting next to? He was my mentor. The woman near him is the one who participated in the development of your planet. Her name is Kaguya. Wait, where is she now? You will soon see, but listen to this discussion that was had. The man who Toneri calls his mentor begins to speak more. As you all know, the demon race has consumed many planets and species. The next target is this planet here. A display of Earth then comes up into the center of the room. However, with that being said, we have intel that the Supreme Devils want to inhabit this planet as their new base of operations. Meaning we need to make it there before they do. And as you can most likely assume, this will be another large battle in the long war. We need one of us to go there and scout the planet out first and place the transportation gate for the rest of us to get there as quickly as possible. Kaguya then stands. I will be the one to go. That is fine with me. What about the rest of you? They take a vote and no one objects. Toneri then chuckles. Ah yes, I remember this part very vividly, as I was quite nervous. Naruto then watches as a teen Toneri stands up from his chair and bows his head. Lady Kaguya, allow me to come with you and learn as much as I can. All the other elders within the room would vote and allow him to go. Toneri returns to his master, who would give him a hopeful smile in the afternoon, wishing him luck. A week then goes by, and the two make it to their planet. Well, Earth, that is. First, the god tree is planted, and then the fruit is infused into the planet. Lady Kaguya, why did you not consume it for more power? I infused the planet with the fruit. For the beings that already live here, it will make them stronger, as I have figured out the reason why the demon race wants this planet so desperately. Really? Why? It's because the race that lives on this planet are the perfect hosts for demons or our own race. Their body components seem to perfectly be made for that reason. Naruto continues to watch as the humans train, but a battle breaks out faster than expected. Many demons arrive before the army of angels, so Kaguya is forced to fight unprepared. Tenere is also in the battle, and they manage to accomplish many things, but one thing was more accomplished than many others. They managed to actually seal the Supreme Devils into a different realm that was connected to Earth, as this will be now known as the Underworld. This halted the war because without their leaders they had no guidance, so the demons retreated momentarily. Years go by as Kaguya has her own sons and gives them jobs. Hagoromo's job is to help the humans grow stronger and prepare for the return of the demon race. His brother's job was to watch over the earth from the moon with Toneri and somehow find a way to fix the broken transportation gate. The two bow as they would leave, and they leave with a group of Kaguya's descendants. On the earth, the son of Hagoromo, Indra, is then corrupted by an unknown demon that escaped from the sealed dimension. This led to the corruption of many humans that followed Indra, as this would eventually be known as the Uchiha clan. As Naruto then opens his eyes in the room to see the hand of Toneri right in front of him, he takes it now without a second thought as he decides to ask, "So, you fixed the portal, didn't you?" Yes, we did. And that is why you are here. I'm taking you to the homeworld of the angel race to train. You have exactly 3 days before the war on Earth comes to an end. Due to the strength of the humans, they will be able to hold out for exactly that long. Luckily for you, time in our world moves different. 3 days on Earth will be around a year in our world. That's good. That means I have time. No, do not rely on time. Rely on your own abilities. Now, let us go. They walk to the back of the moon base to see the large gate. It's turned on and they pass through. When Naruto makes it through, his eyes are graced by the complicated building that they are now standing in. As they were about to move, many walked into the room shocked to see the two of them. An older man then looks towards Toneri and begins to walk towards him slowly. Is that truly you, Toneri? Yes. Yes, it is, my master. So, since you've returned alone, she has fallen, hasn't she? Yes, Lady Kaguya is gone, but I have not returned alone. I have brought the one who will end this war. The older man then looks towards Naruto and immediately raises his guard, shaking the entire room from his sheer presence. You've brought an enemy to our home. No, he's a mortal that inhabits a devil, but he is one of us. I would have not brought him here if he was not trusted. Naruto stares back at the man, who analyzes him for moments, but then eyes widen. Bring him to the research room immediately. Naruto is then put on a table as his body is examined. It's impossible. His body has no innate energy at all. How are you even alive? Naruto turns to him. Innate energy? Toneri then explains to Naruto that means chakra, and to his mentor he explains Naruto's, origin and his devil's abilities. Alright, we will train him, but first we must fix his innate energy problem. After Naruto gets up from the table, he's taken to a completely white room. What am I doing here? I thought we were going to fix Libe. You must complete your training to stabilize that devil within your body, and to master its power till its fullest potential. Your first task, you must defeat all 15 guards in this room. What are you talking about? This room is empty. This is when Naruto is punched across the room into a wall. Toneri's mentor tells Naruto that he's relying too much on his eyes as of now, as they will betray him in the upcoming battle. As he says this, Naruto is then kicked in his face, and he rolls across the ground getting up. He tries to summon his blades, but they shatter immediately. Great, I can't even use those without Libe. Naruto is then hit in his stomach and face. Toneri and his mentor would then leave the room while discussing more of his training. Toneri, how long do you think it will take him? Well, he is immortal, so at least 3 months before he defeats them. 2 weeks then go by as they would check on Naruto, who is still fighting. He was bleeding from every part of his body, and his clothes were ripped. However, his eyes were covered. An invisible guard throws a punch at Naruto, but he sees it coming and blocks that attack before flipping over the other 2 below him. In seconds, he takes down 4 of them that were surrounding him. The rest then begin to rush in, but somehow Naruto is able to sense all of their attacks and visualize them without even seeing them. Although his body was a little slower than his brain was reacting, he was still able to perfectly counter each of the attacks, taking them down as well. This went on until there was 1 left. Naruto then turns in his direction, sensing him. The whole time, you've been sitting there and not moving. You must be the strongest of all of them. The guard then speaks, no words, standing up and getting in a fighting stance. Naruto slowly moved towards him, and within seconds the guard was now behind him. Naruto ducks under his punch and sweeps his legs, only to be kicked in his neck and sent flying. Toneri notes his fast progression, but this will be the true test, being able to compete with Kinshiki. Naruto gets up, and he dodges a knee that leaves a crack in the wall. Then, Kinshiki jumps forward at him, only for Naruto to land a direct punch while dodging his fist. This sent him back a couple steps as Kinshiki revealed himself. Although this didn't matter since Naruto was still blindfolded. What is your name? Naruto Uzumaki. And you? I'm Kinshiki. Now that I know your name, I will fight you to my fullest. Naruto prepares himself as Kinshiki's presence completely vanishes and then reappears behind Naruto. Naruto blocks with both of his arms and is still sent flying into the ceiling of the room. He get backs up after landing on the ground, shocking his opponent that he could still move. Why do you persist so much, Naruto? Because I have everyone counting on me right now. I cannot afford to be weak any longer. Another month goes by, and when Toneri checks up on Naruto, he sees him standing with his foot on Kinshiki's chest. He turns his head back to him. It's about damn time you came back. I beat him a week ago. Toneri smiles and takes Naruto to the medical facility where his mentor meets with them. As Naruto sits on the table, the man begins to explain. Now that your body is ready, you can intake the fruit of our race. He hands Naruto a chakra fruit, and he holds it. What does it do? It will give you something that you've never had before. Naruto's eyes widen. It will also help restore that demon that resides within your body. Naruto eats it once hearing this, and his body begins to glow as he falls unconscious and wakes up in a dark room. He looks forward to see Libe, but he looks completely different. His horns were now longer, and he was much taller than before, as he actually seemed older than Naruto now. What the hell did you do, brat? It doesn't matter. All that matters is you're back. Are you ready to finish what we started? We have a lot of time to get stronger, so we shouldn't waste any of it. Yeah, just make sure you don't fall behind. Naruto awakens and immediately summons his katanas that appear. Toneri smiles. Now your true training can begin. For the remainder of your time here, you'll be taught many techniques of the angel race. This will aid you in the battles against the supreme devils. From this point on, there's no turning back. So, are you ready, Naruto Uzumaki? Yeah, let's do it. We skip ahead to Naruto. Toneri, and an army of angels sitting at the portal. Naruto looks back at his main sensei, Ishiki. Thank you for everything. You can thank me by completing your job. Yeah. And when I do, I'll make sure to come back and kick your ass. As if you're still the student, not the master. Naruto sighs and waves as they head through the portal and return to the moon. Naruto looks down at the earth and smirks. It's about time I go home and kick some ass. On the main battlefield, the numbers of the shinobi were wearing out, and the Akatsuki, revived shinobi, and devils were overwhelming them. Suddenly, a shining light beamed down from the heavens, and out stepped an army of strange people. The Raikage, who was watching closely, saw Naruto leading this group. No, that can't possibly be him. Naruto tilts his head back and summons his katanas that were given to him as a gift from his father. As the Raikage began crying while standing, Naruto looks forward at the Akatsuki, especially the masked man, pointing his blade. You know, this is the end for you. How are you alive, Naruto Uzumaki? It does not matter, as your time has already passed. Naruto begins to do hand signs, shocking everyone watching, as a wall of anti-chakra then arrives from the ground and divides the two sides, so that they have time. He walks back to Karui and Omui, who hug him while crying. Sorry you two had to go through that, but I'm glad you're both alive. Now, let me end this battle. Naruto makes the wall fall down and the battle begins, and with one swipe of his hand, multiple devils are cut in half. From his side, both Uchiha brothers then appear. It's time for you to die right now, Naruto. Sasuke then attempts to attack him, but in a flash, Naruto vanishes and leaves cuts all over his body. Itachi attempts to use his bones against Naruto, but each one of them is blocked by anti-chakra that appears around his body as a defense. Naruto wasn't even looking at Itachi while doing this, and Gaara from afar noticed that he was the inspiration behind this ability. I think both of you have noticed that you're beneath me. Naruto raises his hand and swings it down, causing anti-chakra arrows to pin their bodies to the ground, not allowing them to move at all. Naruto then walked back in front of the army with Toneri. Now, let's keep going. The masked man then takes off his mask, revealing himself as well, as he begins to grow horns and 4 wings appear on his back. Come, Naruto. A bunch of enemies appear in his path and Toneri smirks. We will lay out the path for you. You take on the main villain. Toneri's energy explodes as a coat of chakra appears around his body, and he rushes in with the Angel Clan. Naruto stands back for a moment, as this is when his old friends and family notice him waiting. Naruto's energy began to explode, which shocked everyone because what they were seeing wasn't anti-chakra. This was an energy above normal chakra, of which humans had. But this chakra was different. Maybe that was due to the chakra fruits that he had consumed. Naruto lifts his hand and creates flame arrows from thin air with no hand signs at all. Hundreds of arrows then rush straight at the demons, piercing their hearts and incinerating them. From his side, Nagato appears with Yahiko, but both of them are blitzed by Naruto. But how could you be so strong? Naruto looks back towards them and raises his palm, erasing them completely. Good riddance. Naruto then looks back to see many of the angels winning their battles, so he takes the fight right to the source. Obito was seen flying with a blast of wind, as he'd fly up to be met face to face with Naruto. So, you trained with the angels to gain more power, but did they inform you of the truth that demons were once angels themselves? Naruto smirks. I'm here to save my world. Nonsense. This is when the sphere is placed around Naruto as he's frozen in time. But in seconds, it's shattered with Obito being shocked. Just, how are you able to do that without that pesky devil? Naruto tilts his head towards him. Who the hell said I don't have Libe with me? Obito looks at Naruto's eyes to see that they were now turning red. This is when lightning bolts attempted to strike him down from the clouds, but they were stopped in their place. Naruto then knees him in the stomach, sending him back. I can promise you that you won't live until the morning. Naruto raises his fist and prepares himself, but then Obito warps away. From above, he appears, but his attack is stopped by Naruto. How did you see me? Man, you really believe that no one can keep up with you? Don't make me laugh. Naruto's hair began to change black as horns began to grow from his head. This is when he entered a perfected devil union mode. Multiple demons see this, flying up towards Naruto, but they aren't even able to get close to him. A full-body Susanoo now stands in front of him as he smirks. Alright then, Libe, let's make sure we take him down here. The Susanoo begins to swing its blades, but Naruto clashes with it perfectly. With each clash, strong winds blow away everyone around them. The large swords come down on Naruto, who blocks them and cuts through the Susanoo arm. Time is then rewinded on the arm, making it reform as this catches Naruto off guard, and he isn't able to block just in time, so this sends him into a nearby mountain. Naruto gets up, dodging the entire Susanoo that warped to him. And then, he created a wall of stone that blocked his path. After this, Obito cuts through the stone and looks for Naruto, but he's no longer there. This is when Obito feels someone standing against his back. Don't be startled now. Isn't it amazing how close I can get to you without you even noticing? I've already figured out how that ability of yours works. It's in that eye, isn't it? Obito then tries to strike Naruto, but he vanishes in an instant. Suddenly, everything around them became black. As his Susanoo faded, his dojutsu became active, and his body in connection to his devil became weaker. He then looked towards Naruto. What is this place? This is the place where the battle ends. Naruto cuts through Obito, killing him. The dome around them then vanishes as the rest of the enemies are killed off as well. As they sat there and began to celebrate, Naruto then blocked the fist of someone behind him. He turns to see a devil in its complete form standing right there. Did you truly think you could stop my manifestation? The body of that human was just the gateway out of this seal. This is my real form, and our battle is far from over. Naruto then senses as all the other devils assume their true form and arise from the ground. The second part of the war then begins. Naruto is frozen in time for mere seconds, being hit multiple times before being able to break the seal. He recovers fast, only to have the fist of the Supreme Devil approaching his face. He's fast, but I can go faster. Naruto dodges and swings his blade, only for it to be caught and broken. Naruto backs up and then flies back, only for the devil to appear right behind him and throw a punch. Naruto throws his own, only for it to be stopped in time, as the fist of the devil slams Naruto into the ground, creating a large crater. The Supreme Devil then stands over Naruto, continuing to slam his fist into him, and then flies out of the crater, looking at the army suffer against the true form of the devils. Good. Everything is going according to plan. Hey, where the hell do you think you're going? Astaroth turns to see a fully healed Naruto standing there. How could you possibly... You know, me and Libe had a pretty eventful time learning from the angels. Not only was I granted a godlike chakra, but even Libe received a dramatic change. Tell me, Astaroth, what would happen if the host of a devil combined their devil-like powers with an angel-like transformation? Astaroth takes a step back for a second as Naruto's hair begins to turn a shining white. Yeah, that's right, you should be afraid, because that means I'm a being that surpasses both races. Naruto's dark wings begin to shine a white coloring, as his eyes then go from red to golden. Now Naruto stands in a new form, smirking while looking down at the Supreme Devil. Before he knew it, he was being completely blitzed by Naruto. Astaroth swings his fist only for it to be blocked, and then he's hit with an uppercut that sends him into the skies. The Supreme Devil is angered by this, and he begins to charge up attack, and he launches it straight down at the earth. This huge beam of energy slowly approaches, and Naruto watches it, letting it get closer and closer. He begins to channel his own small energy into his hand and holds it up. What the hell? Let's see how strong he really is for a Supreme Devil. The attack that Naruto lets go completely goes through the other and even pierces the heart, the stomach of the Supreme Devil, who slowly begins to regenerate. The dark skies over the battlefield then begin to clear up as the sun shines down. He looks down at Naruto to see him holding up his hand once again. Blades of judgment, swords made of light, then begin to appear from the sky, striking down at all the enemies on the ground, killing them. Naruto leaves Astaroth there floating in the sky as he creates his own sword of light. I'll make sure you never return. Naruto cuts through him multiple times and then holds his palm to his head, using another blast that completely burns his body into ashes. He then tilts his head back down at the shinobi below, who are cheering for him. He flies down, leaving the form that he was in. As the Cloud Shinobi run up to him first, they hold him tight with tears in their eyes, especially those close to Naruto. Toneri walks over, congratulating Naruto. I'll be reporting back home. You can visit me anytime whenever you need me, as I'll always be watching, Naruto. Yeah. Thanks for everything. No. Thank you. The angel vanishes from Earth and isn't seen for years. As we skip ahead around 4 years to Naruto, taking down bandits with his own Genin squad. It was nighttime and Naruto could see the full moon as he looks towards it with a smile. Sensei, why are you always looking up at the sky? Well, one of my friends lives up there. He was a great friend who helped me save the world. Why don't you go visit him then? Maybe I'll take the 3 of you once you become Chunin.